everyone, I'm trying out for you today a small Natasha Denona palette. I'm not going to shell out the money for the bigger ones until I know that I really love the products, and so far I'm really loving the product. This is one of her 5-pan palettes. It's eyeshadow palette 5. It's called palette number 2. There are many of these palettes, and I would like to get more since I tried this one out and it is so beautiful. This one has so many beautiful metallic purples in it. I will show you how I applied my eye today, and really pretty pleased with this palette so far. Also want to talk to you about a palette that did not work out for me. This Lines palettes just are really pricey, and I know people have broken it down for me. You know, you end up paying like $7 per shadow in one of her palettes or whatever, $6 or something. But to shell out $239 at once for a palette, a makeup palette, that's hard for me to do. I am cheap. I'm cheap, okay? I don't like to, I'm just cheap. So I thought I'd dip my toe into the water with one of these smaller $45 palettes, and especially at 20% off with my VIB Rouge. So we have here 4 metallic colors and 1 sort of matte. I'll show you swatches, and we'll talk about the texture on them as well. So starting at this end here, this color is called Rosewood, and then one next to it is Lavender Gray. And then this middle one is called Shell. There they are. The metallic colors are buttery smooth. Buttery smooth, super opaque. There's not any glitter in them, so they're not falling out in a glittery sort of way. They're very foil and very metallic and very smooth on the eye. Now, I got a lot of fallout when I was applying them today just because I overloaded my brush. You have to barely tap into these at all to get a lot of stuff on your brush that's going to cover the entire area on your lid. You don't have to overload like I did at first. That's why I got so much fallout. Next colors are Light Coral and Maroon. Light Coral is a little less smooth and moist feeling than the other metallics on here, and it's just a little grittier feeling. I don't know why. I mean, actually a dry grit feeling, not just, you know, that there's glitter in it. There's not really glitter in any of these colors. Look at these colors though, so gorgeous. Buttery smooth metallics, and that matte is not bad at all. There's no dryness at all there. It is a very moist, creamy matte, but the metallics are moist. They're like a moist cake or something. Makes me want to buy more of her palettes. I don't know, a little pricey though. Let me show you how I applied these colors today. Okay, this is going to be so much fun. I'm going to take a rounded crease brush and go into this center color right here. That is called Shell. Very good crease color right there. It's rather pink. I was kind of thinking it would be more caramel or camel color. It's going on quite pink, but that's okay. Looks a little more neutral in the pan. Okay, I'm going to go into this last color here, which is called Rosewood. It is just buttery. And I'm going to put that, start building an outer corner and pulling that into the crease as well. I put way too much on my brush. That is soft. You just barely have to tap into them actually to get fantastic color payoff. And it's fallen all down my cheek, and that is because I put too much on my brush, really. I'm gonna go in with a smaller crease brush and put some of that middle shell color and make sure that gets noticed. Creamy smooth, this color. Going back with Shell and fixing that brow right here, or that crease right here. Okay, I'm going to take a smaller, flatter brush and go into this deepest color called Maroon and start doing more of an outer corner. Wow. I'm going to blend that all a little bit better in a minute. Now I'm going to put my lid color on, which is mostly going to be this color right here called Lavender Gray. Wow, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Super metallic-y foil on these. And the last color that I have not used is called Light Coral. That one's almost a duochrome. It's a peach and gold. So after I did all of that to my eyes, I did apply the middle color shell on a slanted brush under my eye, all the way across. Then I applied this last color here, rosewood, all the way across. Then I applied maroon all the way across, sort of layered. And I went into my inner corner, of course, with the color called Light Coral. I think this palette is just amazingly beautiful. And the way that the metallics are so soft and creamy, the way everything blends, I think these are beautiful. I just wish everything was a little bit less expensive. I would like to get more of these, maybe next VIB sale. I went ahead and grabbed another set of Huda Beauty lip contour sets because that first one just blew me away. The longevity of this lip product is unreal. I mean, you just put it on, you don't worry about it, it stays on all day. So I picked up the one that's more of the pinks or the rose colors, and I have this on today. I also dabbed a little bit of the light coral from the Natasha Denona in the center of my lips, so that's not the color of this lip product or anything. But even before that, it was absolutely beautiful. This color is called Muse. It's the lighter of the two in the set. Gorgeous. Perfect mauve, and the other color is called Trophy Wife. Beautiful. I have that on. I did an ombre with these today. I did the darker color on the outside and the lighter color in the center. And then this is the Trophy Wife creamy, lasts all day liner. I barely touched that to my hand. Look at that. Amazing. So far, this is turning out to be my favorite liquid lipstick. Can you believe that? Out of all of the liquid lipsticks I have. Okay, something that did not work out for me today, the Buxom Stone Cold Babe kit. This is an eyeshadow set, and then you get a little miniature mascara along with it, the Buxom mascara. What a beautiful gift set this appears to be, and then this sits right in here, of course. But it's such a nice gift set look, but the eyeshadows are terrible. I don't know, these are very dry. The ones I have are very, very dry, and there's almost no pigment to several of the colors. Okay, first of all, I don't like how little they are. I mean, they should have just made a palette that is 6 larger shades than 12 teeny tiny little shades. The lack of quality on here and the size of the pans almost reminds me of a really cheap drugstore Christmas time gift set that you give to somebody who's like 12 years old, and it's like $10, and they're just super cheap and super not pigmented and just super gross. And I started to work with these and they were not working out. I put this color in my crease right here. It's a dusty gray taupe, very, very gray. And it was okay, but it doesn't make a good crease color because there's not any warmth to it. It doesn't look like a skin color. I don't know. I'll put that on the back of my hand. See? It is straight up gray. It looks. I started to build, my outer V or whatever with this deeper brown here. That's okay. It's a dark bronze. That's actually one of the more pigmented ones of the palette. And then I started to go into some of these grays, and they're just pretty terrible, these gray metallics. This deepest one here, it looks okay there, but I'm really digging into the palette to get that much color. When I put it on my skin, look at it. Nothing. Almost nothing. It just made my whole eye look very ashy and dirty. And then when I tried to put a lid color in, I thought this was the most likely lid color here. I thought it'd be a nice metallic sort of peachy champagne. It has almost no color when you put it on. It's just like wimpy. You see how wimpy all the colors are here? I don't want to work that hard. I have a million palettes that are so easy to use. I don't want to work this hard. Okay, so that was my experience with Natasha Denona today. Let me let you in on a little secret. My name is Natasha as well. So it's very unusual for me to find somebody else with that name because it's such an unusual name. It's funny to see my name, which is so never on anything, to see my name on a makeup palette. Anyway, loved that palette, had fun with that today, many more things on the way. Hey, it rhymed. So join me again at my makeup party. Bye. See you next time.